You're not stuck because you lack discipline or intelligence. You feel stuck because too many options are pulling you in different directions at once. You work hard, you plan ahead, you try to improve, yet instead of clarity, your mind feels crowded, and every decision seems heavier than it should be. In this video, you will learn a clear, structured method for planning when your thoughts feel scattered. Not a productivity system, not motivation, but a calm, repeatable framework that helps you choose one direction and stay with it without constant doubt. This method comes from old Japanese thinking. The samurai relied on it when decisions carried real consequences. To make this practical, we'll follow one concrete situation step by step. A situation you may already recognize in your own life. Let me introduce you to Leon. Chapter 1. Busy but not moving. If your days are full but your progress feels strangely empty, this is where your clarity begins. Leon wasn't failing, he wasn't lazy. And from the outside, his life looked disciplined and stable. He had a solid job, delivered reliable work, stayed physically active, and consistently tried to improve himself. Yet for months, one thought kept returning quietly in the background. I should be moving up. Leon wanted a promotion. Not just a higher title, but more responsibility, more influence, and the sense that his effort was building towards something meaningful. So he did what most people do. He worked harder, he volunteered for extra tasks, he stayed longer, answered faster, and tried to be everywhere at once. His calendar filled up, his days felt productive, but something was missing. Each week felt like a reset instead of progress. There was movement, but no direction behind it. Effort without momentum. Leon wasn't moving toward a promotion. He was simply staying busy. And when movement replaces direction, even discipline starts to feel heavy. If this feels familiar, the next step isn't better planning. It's understanding why stopping comes first. Chapter 2. The cost of constant motion. If pressure usually forces you into action, this chapter will show you why clarity can't be rushed. One evening, Leon stayed late again, determined to finally get clear about his next career step. He opened a document and began listing everything he could do: courses to take, projects to lead, people to impress. The list grew longer. So did his restlessness. Then, unexpectedly, he stopped. Leon closed his laptop and leaned back in his chair. No planning, no fixing, no optimizing. At first, his mind resisted strongly. Thoughts rushed in, telling him this was unproductive, inefficient, even irresponsible. But he stayed still. And slowly, something uncomfortable became obvious. Every plan he had written was emotionally charged, built under pressure, driven by fear of stagnation and fear of being overlooked. Leon didn't lack ideas, he lacked calm. What Leon didn't know yet is that this moment of stopping had a name and a long history behind it. Chapter 3. Where clarity begins. If you think clarity comes from thinking harder, this chapter will quietly challenge that belief. Long before modern planning systems existed, the samurai faced decisions where hesitation meant danger and confusion meant failure. They understood something most people forget. A person without clear direction exhausts himself long before reaching his potential. To avoid that, they followed a specific way of planning, a method designed to remove confusion before action. They called it Seika no Ho, the method of clear planning. Leon didn't know the steps yet. He only sensed that this method never began with action, and it never rushed clarity. To understand Seika no Ho, you have to begin exactly where the samurai always began. Chapter 4. Stage 1. Calm before action. If emotions usually decide for you, this is where Seika no Ho actually begins. Only now did Leon understand the first stage of Seika no Ho. Stillness. Not rest, not avoidance. but deliberate calm, long enough for emotional pressure to lose its grip. Leon noticed how uncomfortable stopping felt. His mind demanded movement, productivity, proof, but the samurai believed something very different. A plan made while emotions are deciding is already compromised. So they stopped first. Always. Leon closed his laptop again. No fixing, no planning. As the urgency softened, something returned that had been missing for months. Authority over his own decisions. Once emotion steps aside, Seika no Ho moves to a second stage, one most people skip entirely. Chapter 5. Stage 2. Vision and Purpose. If your goals collapse when motivation fades, this stage explains why. With calm restored, Leon entered the second stage of Seika no Ho, vision, not imagination, not positive thinking. Vision meant understanding what this task was actually for. Leon didn't ask how to get promoted faster. He asked, what role is this promotion meant to serve in my life? What kind of person does it require me to become? Not what would impress others. Not what looked productive this quarter. The samurai used vision as a filter. Anything driven by validation, speed, or avoidance disappeared. What remained was heavier, slower, but real. Leon realized he didn't want just a promotion. He wanted to become someone whose judgment genuinely mattered. Only after vision becomes clear does Seika no Ho allow structure. Chapter 6. Stage 3. Structure without fragmentation. If planning usually overwhelms you, this stage will feel almost unsettling in its simplicity. Only now did Leon reach the third stage of Seika no Ho structure. The samurai never wrote endless lists. They believed complexity weakens commitment. Instead, they designed plans simple enough to survive pressure. Leon reduced everything to 3 anchors: what he was building, the next clear action, and how he would respond when resistance appeared. Before committing, the samurai always asked one final question: does this plan honor my role, my code, and my direction? If the answer was yes, they committed fully. If the answer was no, they discarded the plan entirely. No hesitation, no half measures. Leon asked the same question. For the first time, the answer was clear. What follows isn't certainty, but something far more stable. Chapter 7. Commitment without doubt. If uncertainty usually pulls you in every direction, this is what grounded commitment feels like. Leon committed, not emotionally, but practically. Uncertainty didn't disappear, but it no longer scattered him. He stopped constantly revising his direction. He stopped chasing every option he had chosen. This was the mastery of Seika no Ho, not controlling outcomes, but choosing a path your mind and spirit can follow calmly, clearly, and without fragmentation. Chapter 8. Return to clarity. Whenever your mind feels scattered, return to Seika no Ho. Stop until emotion settles. See what this task is truly for. Structure, a plan simple enough to live with. Then ask the final question: does this honor my role, my code, and my direction? If yes, commit fully. If no, let it go. That clarity carried the samurai through uncertainty, and it can carry you forward as well.